the network for the AV industry.
What are you listening to?
This
is AV.
This
is AVNation.
This is AVNation.
Greetings and welcome to this episode of Connected. I'm your host, David Danto, at where I am usually this time of year, standing on another line at the CES conference in Las Vegas. I've been to a couple of press conferences already today, and there are a few more coming this evening. The show doesn't officially open until Tuesday, and as I'm reading this to you, it's Sunday evening. The media days have just started. Lots of interesting trends to look at this year that are going to affect the enterprise. Certainly what's going on with AI and machine learning, a bit of a hackneyed term, but we're starting to really see some developments affecting the product space. In addition to it, obviously IoT, security, voice assistance, voice first, a lot of autonomous technology, a lot of robots. Here to help separate out some of the trends and realities that you'll need to deal with from some of the vaporware and big headlines that don't amount to very much that we see at these shows very often. So thanks for joining us, and stay with us.
Good morning, everybody, from FPT Industrial. We are for the first time here at CES presenting an innovative project with Giorgio Moroder and our power source concept, Cursor X. It's both an artistic and engineering innovative project because Giorgio Moroder created for FPT Industrial a new sound, a sound that will identify the propulsion of the future. We will have at our booth the Cursor X, that is our concept power source that represents our vision on the propulsion of the future. So join us at our booth, and we will have also Giorgio Moroder present 8th January at 2 p.m.
And it's Evan Kirstel from CES in Las Vegas. Actually, my background is not consumer electronics, and I've spent 25 years in the enterprise trying to avoid CES in Las Vegas in January, but they sucked me in eventually. And one of the reasons I'm particularly interested in this event now is we're seeing a convergence of technologies, things like AI, 5G, wireless, and more in the consumer side of things that's really going to drive enterprise use cases and enterprise technology adoption over the next 1, 2, 3 years. So what we're seeing here in terms of trends and opportunities and usage of devices and services and automotive vehicles, we're going to see those proliferate into enterprise business use cases. So it's really interesting to get insight into the consumer, but also the professional consumer. What business people, what professionals are adopting in terms of the early stage adopters. And things like voice-activated technology is particularly interesting to me. The Alexa and voice-first phenomenon has been a spectacular success in the consumer world, and we're seeing that bleed into the enterprise in really interesting and innovative ways, like putting smart speakers in your hotel room, in one example. Video has been a personal, professional obsession for many years. But video adoption and usage is on fire, and we're seeing video production, creation, and consumption in many applications sort of exploding with all demographics, really. And in the enterprise in particular, video is the way to do business. And so I'm particularly fascinated by 5G and its impact on video in terms of quality and user experience, obviously speeds and performance and latency and jitter. And, applications like Zoom have been propelling the enterprise forward in terms of collaboration remote workers, and the way you do business, frankly. So I'm really interested in seeing voice, video, and emerging technologies in general, whether it's autonomous automated systems like self-driving cars that we all get so excited about, but autonomous systems are filtering their way into every device and application and service. And so this new phenomenon of sort of robotic process automation, of automating applications and systems and devices, is going to impact the enterprise in a very big way, and is already making consumers think about the devices and services they use. So look forward to a great show, and I'll see you around the campus here in CES.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our featured speaker this morning, the President and Chief Technology Officer of LG Electronics, Dr. I.P. Park.
Good morning, everyone. We've already taken another big step by expanding the ThinQ brand to also include all IoT-enabled products and services. Why? Because we believe that digital transformation is about much more than a single device or two. We need to connect all aspects of our lives with intelligent touchpoints. And LG ThinQ represents our commitment to doing just that. Well, an ambitious vision like that needs a clear and structured roadmap, and I'm sure many of you will appreciate this need for clarity as you come across thousands of AI products and ideas here this week at CES. So this morning, I'd like to begin with our take on a framework for the future of artificial intelligence.
What time is it?
The time is now 8:30 a.m.
Oh, we're out again. Can you order orange juice?
Sure. What kind would you like to order?
1 bottle of 100% orange juice. No pulp, please.
Okay, ordering now.
Thanks. Can you call a taxi in 10 minutes?
The taxi will arrive in 10 minutes.
Is that AI can start to recognize you, distinguish you from another user. It can use your own individual trait, either your voice, behavior, preference, face, and then identify you and start to personalize your experience with the device or the service that you're consuming.
Excellent. Let's see how that personalization works.
I barely slept last night. Just 5 more minutes.
Olivia, not again. Have a glass of orange juice. That usually gets you going in the morning.
But there wasn't any left yesterday.
I ordered more last night. Your favorite, 100% no pulp.
Of course you did. Thanks. How much time do I have left?
45 minutes to get to the convention center. I'll call a taxi for 8:30.
Okay, I'll go take a shower. Put the news on in the bathroom?
Sure. Playing your favorite channel.
So from level 3 on, AI is much less about one individual device and what it can do by itself, but more about the collective intelligence of a system of interconnected device and solution, all working together for us.
Sounds really fantastic. So my question is, when can we have this?
Well, we're just starting research on this topic. So as much as progress always make headways in some area before it reaches maturity, I'm afraid it's going to take a few years.
Oh, we need to get there faster, JF. Let's see what a life at level 3 looks like. Let's take a look.
Good morning.
You sound great this morning. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Thanks for the recommendation.
My pleasure. Olivia, can I also recommend a light breakfast before your presentation?
Oh, you're right. What should I have?
I've prepared a light green salad. Lettuce is good for reducing stress.
Thanks. That's just what I need.
Olivia, you seem a bit nervous.
No, This presentation is really important to me.
You'll be fine. What about dinner with Mark tonight?
Oh, yes! It's a special day for us, too. But where should we go?
What about the restaurant where you two first met?
That's a super idea. Can you please make a reservation?
Sure. Now relax and get some rest.
So, AI understanding why really makes a difference. Okay, JF, what can possibly be better than this?
Well, now we need to look at a longer-term future vision. So for level 4. So the level 4 is based on what we're calling experimental learning.
Experimental learning. Now, that's a really new concept. Can you tell us more?
Yes. So experimental learning is the fact that we believe that AI can be able to design and improve continuously. AI will do this by formulating hypotheses around a specific goal, and then it's going to go out and test to learn new inferences. AI has the potential to become like a personal science lab that helps you constantly research and experiment with new ideas and knowledge.
And that's why we're calling level 4 exploration. AI and the user working together like a team to constantly try out new ideas to figure out what works best for you. So optimization becomes much more personal process and ongoing way of living, supported and facilitated by AI. That's really fantastic, JF.
It is. So from efficiency to personalization to reasoning and then on to exploration, these levels of artificial intelligence experience are our attempt at mapping the future of AI and the relationship with human experience.
That's exactly right. A structured way of thinking and talking about how AI will change our lives. And this is only the beginning.
Team.
So refreshing. I loved it.
Great. Before you go, can we review edit suggestions for your speech?
Sure. Let's hear it.
Good to go?
Yes. So much better. Thanks.
Olivia, you still look a little tense. What about a quick call with IP for advice?
That's a good idea. Connect me.
Hey Olivia, your rehearsals were great, so don't worry. Good luck.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
What about that new mindfulness technique we tried last week?
Oh yeah. Let's do that. That's done.
You're excellent. Now here's a dress selection for tonight's date with Mark.
Okay. Let me see.
How about this one? It's a new color for you.
How do I look?
I knew that would look good on you.
This one's perfect for tonight. Thank you.
Enjoy your evening with Mark.
I think Olivia has a real great boss, doesn't she?
Now, as a reminder, we announced Filmmaker Mode about 4 months ago in August at an event in Los Angeles. However, the development process itself has taken about 2 years or so since we started from now. And it was well received when we launched it, and I wanted to take a very quick second and just say thank you to all of you here, the press that has been very kind with us and has given us really great coverage.
finish the film in the edits gets to the viewer the way that we intended.
You're watching a story that is the storyteller's vision, and that goes beyond just the story itself. It goes into the presentation of the story.
We make very specific choices about lighting and exposure and framing.
We use certain lenses on certain characters to create an emotional effect.
If you're discovering a movie, you want to see it right.
You want the viewer to experience it in the best way possible.
There has to be just one mode you can put it in that presents the choices that the filmmakers made on your television screen. So that's the idea behind Filmmaker Mode.
I know the world is crazy and there are bigger fish to fry than this, but I gotta say, if you want to see movies as they were intended to be seen,
how all of us intended,
the way it was intended to be seen,
watching it in filmmaker mode is the best way to achieve.
You should use Filmmaker Mode. It's the only way to watch it.
I'm Ben Nichols from JLab Audio, and we're here today to talk about the Go Airs. We're launching these right now at CES. Just like we did last year with the JBuds Air, we're going to be revolutionary and offer the Go Airs for $30. These are going to have 20 hours of total play time, 5 in the earbuds, and then 3 extra charges with the case. They're IPX4, so they're going to be sweat resistant, water resistant, and they're going to have touch controls. They're going to have everything that you want in a true wireless earbud, and again, they're going to be $30. Find out more, go to jlabaudio.com. They're called the Go Airs. Go check them out.
Why are they so much less expensive than everybody else?
We're able to do that because we cut back at the right places at our company. We have a small staff. There's 40 employees at JLab, where other companies have some in the hundreds. So we're able to work hard and get you these low price points by cutting back in other ways that companies don't.
When will they be available?
Again, they're available in March. Check them out online, and they'll be in retailers around then as well.
Hi, I'm Jason Fiber. I'm the GM and SVP of the mobile group at THX. We're here exhibiting at PepCom at CES, showing some of our new products, specifically our AAA audio amplifiers on our spatial audio platform. THX, if you're familiar with the brand, dates back to cinemas in the late 80s when George Lucas worked in the cinema business and was delivering certified cinemas. We've since moved on, and we're now working in the technology space where we have amplifiers and spatial audio. We continue to certify consumer electronics. We continue to evolve our cinema business. My particular focus is on our spatial audio platform, delivering cinema-like experiences within headphones and speakers.
Where can people find out more about it?
THX.com, as well as through our products. We have products being released through Drop.com, through Helm, through Monoprice.
We're at CES 2020 at the PepCom Digital Experience tonight, and I'm here joined by a couple of, three actually, terrific industry colleagues. I'm going to have them introduce themselves. We'll talk a little bit about what we saw here now, what we saw at the show today. So, Adrian, let's start with you.
Hi, Adrian Cottrell from the Daily Do.
Mark Peterson, Shen Wilson Wilkie.
John Grover from Polycom.
All right, well, really? That's $5 in the till for you.
John Grover from Poly.
That's much better. Okay, so we saw a lot of things here. The PepCom Digital Experience is a show within a show. We saw a lot of exhibitors. Everybody, it's democratized. Everybody just has a table or 2 tables at most. No big monuments to everything else going on. And we want to kind of get a sense. We've been at CES now for 2.5 days. The media events and the show's not even opening till tomorrow morning. What are the themes? What are some of the things we saw? I mean, I'm looking at Alltech Lansing's $30, $39 wireless earbuds, and JLab's $30 wireless earbuds. The era of AirPods and really expensive Bluetooth audio headphones is kind of going away, and that's an interesting thing. So that's definitely one of the trends that I'm picking up here. You guys have anything that you're seeing as well?
I think health and fitness is one of the big areas where people are starting to connect everything together. So they're bringing them all online. There's a number of exercise bikes here, actually at PepCon, Bowflex, which some of you will know from a brand, and they've done Bowflex.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Very nice. They look good. And they're competing with Peloton, Peloton's pretty much a closed system. So it's a bit like Apple with iPod and iTunes, and Nespresso coffee capsules with their machines and their capsules. But they've taken it all apart, and you plug your own iPad or your own Samsung Galaxy device in it. And then they've got some of their more complicated machines, things like the cross trainers that some of us may well have tried to use at a gym. And unless you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or you're incredibly fit like a triathlete, or who was the guy, Mark Phelps? Mike Phelps, who presented earlier at one of the press conferences. It's very difficult to use machines, and they're using intelligence they test you on the machine, and then they try and give you a program to figure out how you can get better at the whole thing. So seeing a lot of the health and fitness stuff here.
Yep. You brought up a good point, which I think we're shifting a transition from proprietary closed systems to more of a collaborative environment. I saw over here in the corner really one of the few products here that I could see transcending into the enterprise, and this was a product that was a collaboration tool that used the Microsoft HoloLens. And so you wear the HoloLens and you can collaborate with people, and I thought that was very interesting. The price point was a little high, but it certainly showed how in the demand for conference room spaces, being able to set up a space and collaborate without having to one was quite innovative. The Lenovo Folding was my first real interaction with a folding OLED display, but it was kind of creasy, so I wasn't really too impressed with it, but it was good to actually kind of see that product after several iterations.
Yeah, I want to echo what you said, David, and what you said, Adrian. I thought true wireless was certainly one of the big themes we've seen. Both how it's come down so much in price point over the last year so that it's so much more accessible to the average consumer, but also the addition of new features like active noise canceling to a lot of these new true wireless, and in the health and fitness space, but even more in the health and medical space. I've seen a lot of devices here to provide, a consumer version of care for stroke survivors, as an example. We've talked previously about some of the hearing aid technology that's come down a lot in price point and is a lot more accessible.
Okay, that's great. And there's also some of the, making sure we're working this time, there's also some of the products here that are actually a little bit silly. We have the Procter & Gamble Charmin toilet paper delivery robot here, which I know you had a couple of comments about it regarding the Procter & Gamble press conference, if you want to tell everybody.
I did, yeah. If you had to ask me at this point in time, and we're only 2 days in, what the best press conference I've been to is Procter & Gamble. As Americans, you guys are very, very lucky to have such a corporate that's managing to innovate. In my area of the world, you've looked at Intel, Cisco, Hewlett-Packard, many big corporations who've tried to innovate, tried to act like a small company, and I think 9 times out of 10 they failed. The message I got from the Procter & Gamble press conference yesterday was how clever they were at innovating and how clever they were at doing startups and funding startups. There's been a lot of interest on Twitter with the Charmaine toilet delivery system, which is a little robot drone that delivers toilet paper if you get stuck. That's meant as a joke. It's not meant as a proper product. One of the things that they had was some really good things from Oral-B, their toothpaste stuff. They had some other bits and pieces from eye care and hair care and makeup and bits and pieces. They had a very good razor system. And if you're a man and you shave with an electric razor, it's quite easy to do that. But think of talking about health and fitness, well-being. What if you have to shave your father who's not very well? Somebody who's older or Alzheimer's or whatever else. They've actually got special razors that they've developed which allow you to shave somebody else. They've really thought about it. They've been incredibly innovative. And I think they're just a great success story for US corporates.
So I think we're talking about then what we saw, another, I thought, very good press conference was the TCL conference. And I think it was just by going to the root, just going to the basics of what's important for us to hear in a conference. It wasn't a lot of extra whiz-bang. And it is important for them and for us because we want to see competition in the market, and we're seeing the drive confirming the larger displays at lower cost, and the demand correlates with 8K. So you have to have those displays in the market at the same time that you have the actual the sources coming in at the same time. So I thought they had a great story to tell, and I'm looking forward to products from them.
Well, I think sort of a sub-theme across all of this has been how AI is being brought in, almost not like the subtext of the product, but as the leading thing that the product is there to deliver. I felt that was one of the key themes actually in LG's conference. I was no longer buying smart home devices, a washer or dryer. I was buying an AI system delivered via the fridge that would know to order automatically, even down to their concept videos, right? The predictive, the emotional intelligence that the AI is starting to have. Yeah, I think it's going to be a real theme. It seems to be that next trend in AI where we go from using it as a buzzword to we really see how it helps us not just in concept, but how it comes into play as we start interconnecting the devices throughout a smart home.
And I'll be the cynic and the negative guy talking about the Panasonic press conference that we saw today. It's a 45-minute press conference. We were about 35 minutes in, and all they were giving us was a very big image advertisement. With Phelps, the gold medalist, that they have partnerships with them and partnerships with the Olympics, and they have partnerships with Disney and the Star Wars theme. And then they brought out stormtroopers to walk around the room. And you're in this press conference in a limited time. You're selecting them over other conflicting conferences. You're 45 minutes into the press conference, and you still haven't really heard about their vision or their products or their lineup or what they're doing. It was now, some people loved that. They loved the gitch and they loved, the fancy fun stuff. But for me, covering this event in a few days, it was really kind of a waste of time. So, I certainly appreciated what we learned from the press conferences you talked about. I appreciated what we learned from the UHD Alliance with the whole concept of the filmmaker's vision, that they're all going to, most of the broadcast sets are going to come with displays come with filmmaker mode that will automatically be set to the vision of the director or the cinematographer, so that it won't be affected by processing in the display or any way that we've set it, that we like it brighter or darker, that whatever the cameraman and the filmmaker and the director wanted you to see, be it blurry or dark or with a different aspect ratio, that's how it'll show up in filmmaker mode as a default on your displays at home. So a lot of good information. And again, I'll reiterate that the show hasn't even started yet. It opens up Tuesday morning as we record this. That's tomorrow morning. That's when the halls open. We've just been going to the press events and the media events and the private events here. So I'll go once more. And by the way, thanks very much to Pepcom for inviting us with our peace beads and our peace sign and our 60s theme here. Let's give everybody one last word, and I'll go around. I'll start with you, Adrian. Any of your impressions or what you're looking forward to next couple of days?
Well, one of the things about the show, of course, is that CES is actually one of the largest car shows in the world. We always tend to forget that. If you turn up on the monorail, the first thing you see is the big BMW park. So I've already been to a couple of press conferences about electric vehicles. Byton were the big one, the Chinese brand launching this year. So you'll see lots of car stuff. Mercedes are here, BMW are here, and there's a lot of Fisker. So there's a lot of electric car startups. So that's quite interesting for some people. In the AV world, which is one of the areas I want to focus on, of course, 8K is one of the big things. The 8K Association has been doing some good stuff with accreditation. Samsung and TCL. I do think that TCL and a couple of other Chinese companies will start giving people like Samsung a run for their money in this space. And then just generally around the show, I think wellness and health and fitness are going to be really, really big things.
Yeah, and my takeaway has to do with the robotics, which previously has been a focus on productivity, and they're really trying to find its niche, and it's transitioning, and it's a larger message about the quality of life. And I think we're seeing a lot of consumer products and focus on the quality of life. And for the enterprise, that's also important. The enterprise needs employees that are sleeping well, that have health considerations. So I think it's good to see more of those products that are focusing on that.
Well, yeah, I'll take from quality of life and talk a little bit about the smart home. We're seeing lots of smart locks. We have smart beds that will actually heat and cool automatically to help me sleep better. And these seem innovative, but they don't quite seem on the cutting edge of what the smart home can be. And I'm really interested, with this theme of AI coming into everything we buy in our smart home. What are some of these new products, new concepts that we'll finally get to see in the smart home?
All right, well, terrific. Adrian and Mark and John, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good morning. I'm here at the 2020 CES show. I found a quiet corner, which is pretty hard to do. Interestingly, as I see people walking into the hall today on the first day, and I'm in the Central Hall right now at the Las Vegas Convention Center, people are walking very slowly, sort of like, deer in the headlights kind of look. very dazed. I'm not really sure where to go. I think the size of the show overwhelms a lot of the attendees this year, which is actually pretty interesting. I'm going to walk around. Like I said, it took a little while for me to get a quiet corner, and I'm happy that I finally did get a quiet corner. So I'll share insights, and I'll be uploading to my YouTube channel and tweeting about any new products and innovations that I think everybody should hear about. So stay with us.
Tom Mingo from Williams AV in Minneapolis. I'm here with Rob Sheely, our CEO from Williams AV as well. We're out here at CES this year. We make a tradition every single year of coming out to CES because we need to see a lot of what the consumers are bringing for their technology, because what we found in the commercial AV industry is that when consumers adopt it at home and when they're seeing these technologies in their own personal lives, they expect that sort of quality and that sort of convenience in the commercial space as well when they're working in conference rooms. So it's always a great place to actually double check what's going on in the industry and what we should expect as commercial AV companies.
What have you seen? What are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, Dave, the biggest thing we've seen so far this year with this is the new Bluetooth announcement, the Bluetooth LE with this. And for those of you not familiar with it, it allows Bluetooth from one to many. And it's a big deal because now instead of Bluetooth being a point-to-point device, you can now have one Bluetooth device connected to hundreds of devices simultaneously at the same time. The other thing it also does, it actually has a hearing aid and assisted listening standard and specification. And obviously with Williams, we have this huge legacy of assistive listening with this. Design assistive listening in facilities with that. Think about for example, like a loop system where you have a T-coil, and what if you also have a hearing aid that has Bluetooth? You add Bluetooth to your loop system, and now basically you can cover all the bases. So it's fun. It's a great thing. There's amazing things. As always, Samsung and LG have got some amazing display technology they're doing, but it's a lot of fun. Oh, hey, stop by the Williams AV, williamsav.com or williamsound.com, which is our other brand with that, and check us out. We got lots of cool stuff. We'll definitely be at ISE, we'll definitely be at Infocom, and we'll definitely be at NAB with that, so all three of those. Hey, great talking with you.
it's Laura Davidson with Shure. We're here at CES 2020, and we have some great new headphone and earphone products to tell you about, specifically our Aonic 50, which are our wireless headphone option. If you look at the back, you can see there's some switches to control noise cancellation. We also have environment mode, which allows you to hear the world around you while still enjoying your music or taking phone calls. It gives you 20 hours of battery life and a very comfortable fit. We also are launching our Aonic 215. These are true wireless earphones that allow you to connect to our existing earphone line or take this as is. Get 8 hours of battery life and 3 additional charges from within this case. So Shure's been around since 1925. We have a legacy of innovation and durability and legendary quality, and we want to be here at CES to start letting people know how important that sound quality can be in their day-to-day lives, because everyone enjoys a great audio experience. And so that's why we're here.
How does that relate to your enterprise and broadcast customers?
So again, everybody likes to have a good sound experience. So whether you're using our products in your conference room or in your professional life, you can take that sound with you on the road using our professional listening devices as well.
How can people find out more about it?
You can find out more about us at www.shure.com.
Hi, I'm Aaron Levine with Clear Audio. We're a performance-based audio company out of San Diego, and we've got a ton of new stuff here at CES. Everything from new True Wireless, our Gold, which has a nice floating design in your ear for long wear and active use. We have a new long battery life noise cancellation headphone, Enduro ANC, so it'll run for 60 hours on a single charge with the noise cancellation activated. We also are introducing ARC, which is a new way to listen to headphones. So it's a headphone without the actual headphone pad. So it sends a beamforming audio into your ear at low volumes, and so it's a really enjoyable way to enjoy music without having to have earphones on. Yeah, so they're right over here. So these are ARC. So again, as you can see here with this nice form factor, no ear pads, but there's little speakers that are built into these side arms right now, and then those will beam sound right into your ears.
Okay, cool. And what are those?
And so this is Halo. We introduced Halo the late part of 2019. These are a wearable speaker, so they fit around your neck really easily. And then they also have Google Assistant built in, so with the press of the button, you can say, "Hey Google, what's the weather?"
How can people get more information?
So more information at clearaudio.com.
So I'm really impressed with the Clear products I have since I first heard them come out when I got their Stage product and held in the palm of my hand. The best audio that I ever heard out of a little device. And I'm going to be trying the Halo, and we'll hopefully get you guys a report and a review of it in the next couple of weeks. So this is the Clear, folks. Definitely check them out.
Hi, my name is Kevin Orania. I'm the CEO of Zoe Meet, and we're here today to showcase to you the future of work. So together with Verizon 5G Labs and Vuzix, we created the world's first AR solution for language transcription. Now, our company's called Zoe Meet, and we built a AI-driven solution that helps people become more productive using voice technology. So our platform helps people become more productive during meetings by listening to the highlights, listening to the topics, and making sure that all this information that is being spoken in those important conversations that you have during your conference calls or your meetings is being processed directly into your HubSpot CRM, into your Microsoft Teams, so that helps your team become more productive and share information faster.
What platforms are you compatible with for collaboration? You mentioned a few.
Yeah, so we can work with Zoom to take in the data when you have a conference call, for example, Microsoft Teams to share that information into your channels, and we also work with HubSpot and Salesforce, so you can take that information and connect those notes and those important tasks to a specific person within your CRM.
Give me another 15 seconds. Explain to people exactly what happens with the glasses.
Yeah, so with the glasses, what happens is when someone speaks to you in English, for example, it transcribes everything that's being said. So look at it as watching a movie. You'll see the subtitles in two levels of text. And at the same time, we also experiment with different languages. So if someone speaks Chinese, you can see it in English on your screen as well.
How do people find out more?
Go to our website, www.zoemeet.com, and reach out to us if you have any questions.
My name is Michael Liggett. I'm with EasyCast Pro, and today we're taking a look at the Quattropod series. We've got a couple different types here. We've got the standard Quattropod and the mini Quattropod. Now what these do is these connect and pair with the receiver that you would have plugged in via HDMI to a display, and these connect on a 5 gigahertz network. You plug this in via USB and then HDMI. The larger ones also have a mini display port option. And all you do, you plug it in and you hit the button and then it presents. In addition to that, you can have multiple presenters and have all 4 of those showing up on the screen there. Additionally, it also supports AirPlay in that quad view as well as Miracast. And then for Android phones that don't have Miracast built into them, there's a Quattropod app, which is just a cool picture of the button, and you hit the button and it goes up there.
What's the HDMI wireless distance?
The distance is about 100 feet-ish. It's 5 gigahertz. Great for a conference room type scenario. If you want more coverage, the standard Quattropod actually has a PoE Ethernet connection, so you could end up running this to, say, a podium in for a seminar or something. Have this run to there, go through the network that way, and you extend your range even further.
Roughly how much do they cost, and where can we find information?
So you can find information at easycast-pro.com. There's 2 main bundles. There's the Quattropod, which is the 2 standard transmitters and a receiver for $1,099, and then the Quattropod Mini, which is the smaller transmitters and the receiver for $749.
Well, that's my day 1 at CES after the exhibits have opened. It's actually my day 3, but on day 1 after the exhibits have opened here at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Some very interesting things to have seen. Certainly, true wireless earbuds, anywhere you could spit, you'd hit a pair of them. LG's presentation by the entrance to their booth is outstanding, as it always is. Just beautiful OLEDs showing off how those screens can work. Plenty of crowds here, lots of people. A lot of people moving very slowly, much less Google assistants. Hey Google, people in the white lab coats. They used to be all over the place. Now I saw one in all of the Las Vegas Convention Center, unscientific poll that I had, but much less of them here. And a lot of big booths, new players. I'm looking forward to heading over to Showstoppers this evening and getting a look at some new and innovative products being launched there.
All right. Hey, everybody, my name is Steve Walters. I work with a company called Facetto based out of Superior, Wisconsin. And we have an amazing software to tell you about today. So our latest software that we're putting out right now is called Forum. It allows you to wirelessly share your presentation to every single device in the room without the internet. So I want you to wrap that around your head for a second. So what we're going to do here, All you need to do is download Form onto your laptop. And then from there, if you wanted to zoom back a little bit, I'll show you. It's switching through all the tablets here. Not only are you able to share your presentation with every single person in the room, but they're also able to interact with you. They can ask you questions through the app. They can answer polling questions. They can download content. So let's say you're a sales rep. We'll start there. You go into a client's location. How many times when we try to have meetings are you stuck monkeying around with the projection screen or the big TV? Is my HDMI cable long enough? Do I have the right dongle? It's frustrating. It's irritating. We all hate it. Now, all you need to do is walk in there, you open up your laptop, every single person in that boardroom or in the coffee shop, because this doesn't require you to be in a boardroom. You can be anywhere with this now. It costs only $10 a month, and you can find out about it at Faceto.com.
There's a special adhesive that makes it stick so much better and lay down so much better. Like you'll notice a lot of screen protectors is like a really flimsy back, and it's got like a little post-it thing on the top. This rigid plastic also helps keep it safe when you're shipping it. It's also shipped in an electrostatic envelope, so that also keeps it safe. But basically, when you take this thing off, you literally, this is obviously for the other phone, right? Yeah. But you've got this, it's like you've got your racetrack, and you got the outline, you just drop it in, and you push it down. And the adhesive in this technology, it almost lays itself down by itself. I mean, it's pretty remarkable.
How can people find out more about it?
They can go to mydiamonddog.com.
Mydiamonddog.com, like on your shirt.
You got it, absolutely.
So we're here at CES, officially day 2. Actually, it's my day 5 if you include the media days. I'm here at the Sands Expo today. We're going to be looking at the exhibits here. There's a Eureka Park with where all the startups are, and a bunch of other great companies here. Definitely more crowded here. This is, about 2-3 years ago, the Hop and Place switched from the Las Vegas Convention Center to the Sands. A lot of other high-tech companies here. Just saw a terrific exhibit that Amazon showed. Great presence for them and for Alexa. I'll share that with you right now, and then we'll see what other interviews and fun stuff we see today. So thanks for staying with us.
Hi, my name is Sarah LaLiberty, and welcome to the ULE Alliance. We're a global association, about 130 member companies who've all come together to evangelize and standardize the work of ultra-low energy, ULE. And ULE is actually a spin-off of DECT communication, which is the old telecom cordless phone spectrum. It was on a frequency 1.9 in the US, 1.8 elsewhere. And we've taken and we've repurposed that for the smart home environment. So we have all of our member companies are here at CES. We're having a great time showcasing our certified products. Some interop demos. We have VTech and DSP Group and Crow here in the booth. We recently had member announcements. So DSP Group announced that Blue by ADP is taking on security using ULE. We're very excited about that. Very active in Europe with Orange and Magenta, which is Deutsche Telekom's home connectivity solution, and elsewhere. So the US is really excited to jump on this bandwagon with ADP. Other companies like Network Thermostat are also using ULE, and we're really excited to see how this type of technology is going to advance and further not only the smart home, but industrial environments as well. You can find out more by going to ulealliance.org and visit our website. We have videos and white papers. Membership is absolutely free for adopter members, and we have 2 other levels if you're interested in joining for certification of products.
To make your conference room as a smart meeting room.
Can you show the storage space one more time? Get up here. I think you can store cables, or that can be for the assistant. Like you have the Echo Dot there, right?
And we all have the rotation plug here. You can rotate it to different direction. It's our patent technology.
Is it available in the U.S.?
Yes.
What PowerTech?
Yes. We are a Taiwanese company, and our main market is in the United States.
Hi, my name's Kyle with Top Greener, and right here we have some of our Wi-Fi products. We're going to jump right in. So new for us this year, we have our brand new Wi-Fi USB outlet. You get independent control of your USB devices, and also the bottom outlet is controlled separately, and you have your always-on top outlet, which is Title 24 compliant in the state of California. You have one that has energy monitoring. If you want something a little bit cheaper, you don't need energy monitoring, you can come on down here and grab this one without. Another great thing that we have is our smart plugs. All of those work on the same app, Top Greener app. You can find it on Google Play or Apple App Store. Also, a great thing about our app is it also works with Smart Life products. So if you're a Toya fan, you have those products, it integrates great. Another fantastic thing is Google and Amazon Alexa compatible. So, hey Google, hey Alexa, it can basically control any of your device that you have plugged in. So on the flip side over here, if we can, we have a couple of switches, dimmers, and even our brand new scene controller. So down here, this is one of our brand new products coming out in mid-2020. This is our Wi-Fi scene controller. And this is great for people who don't want to get in their phone all the time. It's really easy to connect all of your devices, set scenes. So for example, you don't get to lose the control of your AC on and off outlet, but each button can program up to 2 scenes. So let's say you have your lamps in your living room, 2 or 3 of them, you want to turn them off or on. All you have to do is press one button. You don't need to get in your phone. You don't even have to talk to Alexa.
Do you set that up on your phone in the app?
You do set that up on your phone. So once you download the Top Greener app, you install the product, then you can just go in and set the scenes. It's really easy. Another great thing you can do is set conditions. So let's say you have one of our heavy-duty plugins. You can plug your space heater into that. Let's say it drops down to 30 degrees outside. It'll automatically trigger that and turn on your space heater for you. So there's a lot of cool things that we can do. Another one of our products that we're really focused on this year is our Wi-Fi relay module. This is great for people who have old homes. They don't want to replace their switches. Maybe they're decorative. This installs directly behind the switch in the box, and it turns your light into a smart light. Another great thing about this, some applications, it can go directly above the fan in your ceiling box. So we're really trying to make sure we have a diverse line of products, including...
Find out more about your products.
Oh, absolutely. You can find it online, topgreener.com, or you can go to Amazon.
Hi, Ryan Crodel with Valencell here. Happy to show you some new technology we're launching this year at CES 2020. That is the ability to measure blood pressure as accurately as a blood pressure cuff in an audio earbud. Here's the sensor you see embedded in, this is just a reference design earbud that we have to show off and demonstrate the technology, but you can see how small the sensor is. That sensor is measuring heart rate variability, other biometrics, and now including blood pressure in an audio earbud. This technology is available today to start integrating into all kinds of different audio earbuds. And you can see the technology being used in real time here. She has the earbud in, and that is being displayed here in real time. You can see her changes in real time to her blood pressure as well as to her heart rate. And you can see she's extremely healthy with a very good blood pressure reading. So
these are just regular earbuds, but they have the add-on.
These are standard earbuds that play audio and can use voice assistants and anything else, but also measure biometrics extremely accurately to do more advanced things like measuring blood pressure.
And you said you're not bringing them to market.
So we are an ingredient technology. We provide this technology to the device makers to integrate into the earbuds that they're developing.
When might we see it in the market?
Great question. Probably later this year in 2020 or in early 2021.
And how can people find out more about what your company's doing?
Go to valencell.com, VALENCELL.com.
Hi, my name is June Dayan. I'm with the Smart Office Group at Lenovo, and I'm here to introduce the Think Smart View. It's our new product that just announced here at CES. And what we have here is a Teams dedicated device that is meant either as a companion to your PC and your Teams experience on your PC, or as a standalone device. Can be used for video. There is a Think Shutter for privacy, as well as the audio controls up here, a hard mute as well as volume buttons. And so really this can be your entire Teams experience. Your meetings will show up on the screen, and you can do one touch to join all of your meetings, view your content on here, or view the video participants in the meeting. We'll operate in portrait and landscape mode, and you can pair it with a great set of Bluetooth headset. And so you can use this in an open workspace, you can use this in a home office, and also great for hoteling and when you're doing hot desking in the office space.
When will it be available? How much?
This will be available mid-February of this year. It's a Microsoft certified device, of course, and the MSRP will be $349.
How can people find out more about it?
Lenovo.com.
Hi, I'm John Miller. I work for Photonic Crystal, based in Shenzhen and in Santa Clara. And we're introducing our new Nano AR technology that can be used as a fully transparent projection screen. We all know that a fully transparent image cannot be formed onto a piece of glass. So what we've developed is a very high-tech film that can selectively reflect the light from the projector. You can use any projector in this application. The light from the back of the screen passes through directly to the viewer. No problems there. So as you can see, it's almost a perfectly clear image with about 1% haze, which is very, very low. If you were to turn off the image, you would see it looks just like a piece of glass. But when you turn on the projector, about 20% of the light is reflected back. The main application we're going for now is digital signage, so we can turn any window into a display. We have other applications we're following on with, such as an AR display, where you can overlay information into the real world. We have other applications in automotive, such as a windshield or a side window display. And we can even develop in the future a true light field display, which will give you a 3D image on a fully transparent screen.
How can people find out more about it?
Right now, you can go to nanoarvr.com and see our website. We're showing some products there that are now being sold in China.
So hello everyone, I'm Lei Dong. I'm from 10V. So we make a lithium rechargeable AA and AAA battery, and our latest product 10V AAA lithium rechargeable battery just won the CES 2020 Innovation Awards. So there are so people use many disposable batteries nowadays. So we want to connect the lithium, advanced lithium technology with the household battery market. Yes, and we want to evoke more people to realize it's the time to save the cost and save the environment from the disposable batteries. And for our
These better than the other rechargeables that are on the market?
yeah. So our battery, for both the AA and the AAA battery, it outputs the voltage at 1.5 constantly, which means the battery can have the same performance regardless of the battery capacity left or how many cycles you have used. The battery can have the same cycle-to-cycle performance, and each battery can be recharged less than 2 hours, and the battery can be reused for 1,000 cycles. And yeah, there are 5 retail packages. All of them are available on Amazon.com right now. Yeah, just search 10V.
And how can people find out more about the company? Your website or something?
Yeah, our website is 10V.net, and also you can search 10V on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Okay, so I'm here at the end of the day, CES Day 2, which, as you remember, for me is I think day 5 at this point, or 4. I've totally lost track. I can barely feel my legs at this point. But I'm sitting in a nice little cafe with my good friend Manalo Amalgro, and a fellow emerging technology fellow. You don't get to say that phrase every day. And I wanted to get his impressions. He gave a great presentation today at CES, get his impressions of what he sees here and why it's relevant to him and why he comes. So let's try this technology. I'll see if I can flip the camera while recording in real time. Magic. It's magic here.
There you go.
So, who are you working with now, and how do people get in touch with you if they want to?
Well, I work for a retail tech consultancy called Q Division, which is a subsidiary of Stratacash. So we are the consultancy arm. We're the consultancy arm of the group, basically. We come here to see the trends. I think a lot of what we always say is you need to leave your industry to see where the inspiration is going to come from, the breakthroughs, understanding the trends. And CES, I mean, that's why you come here, is you can see what people are going to expect in their lives or what is going to be setting the new expectations, right? So we've seen this super radical, disruptive, high expectation of people wanting things in an hour. I mean, that thanks to Amazon, we now have a new expectation. So look what retailers have to do. They have to create a whole new logistics chain just to meet those demands. So here at CES, all of that is happening. Streaming technologies, so you can see a lot of these new companies coming in. Disney Plus is here. They're showing their services and things like that. But then what does that mean? A lot of these streamer platforms have to update and upgrade so that they can support these things. I think what fascinates me is there's a whole new area. Like, in general, it used to be the LVCC was the main platform. TVs, appliances, things like that. That's where you would go. And the Sands was, this experimental area. It's flip-flopped. And I think we see all of these new things. The sleep tech area, huge. Everybody is not getting enough sleep, and there are all sorts of devices. I saw smart pajamas, which were really stylish, that would track your respiration, your body temperature, your heart rate, which, you think about it, it's on you. Why wouldn't it do that? But what's fascinating is they built in a fall sensor. So for elderly people, or if you have a child, you could put it on them, and sometimes they fall out of bed, or they're walking around because they're dressed in pajamas all the time and they fall down. But these kind of things are fascinating to see what and how they're thinking. I think in the areas of home automation, smart home, that is the next war ground. I think we're seeing just the beginning of that. Everybody, Amazon, Google, Samsung, they're all trying to be that one primary. I mean, even Apple, HomeKit's still alive and kicking. As much as they've done nothing for it, it's still out there. But what's happening is people are starting to bring these things into their home, and of course, when it's in your home, that is what you expect. So I would say, look at the technology where they're putting devices in our bathrooms now. You know, we saw the smart toilet last year, smart showers, speakers in our showers. You can tell your shower how to heat up and get ready. So voice continues to grow. And if you think about voice as a whole, why wouldn't I expect other devices in my life to react that way? So from an enterprise perspective, if I have these tools at my office or where I work, why wouldn't I expect that to happen as well? So you got to look at these trends that are happening, even the micro trends. Efficiency in technology, right? You and I were talking about the battery efficiency and performance. Those kind of things are also kind of making their leap, because now I can charge my phone in 15 minutes to 100%.
But now you're going to expect that. So anybody else who isn't selling that is going to have to change.
Exactly. And any other devices that I hook to my phone, or I use to record things, or I use at work, or things that are part of my professional life, I will find those devices that will charge those ways instead of going with the other reliable stuff that's out there. So I think in general, we look at the Consumer Electronics Show as a way to gauge what expectations are going to be set, because that's going to be part of what people expect in everything else they do.
How can people get in touch with you if they want to reach out to you?
You can go to our website, qdivision.us. Don't go anywhere else because it'll look like a sound studio. So qdivision.us tells you what we do. You can follow me on Twitter, Manolo_Almagro, or you can find me on Instagram, Manolo A. And that's how you find me.
Well, now that I've had a good night's sleep, this is CES Day 3 and my Day 5. I've got the count right this time. And I'm wearing the fleece and rocking the shades because I'm going to check out some of the outdoor exhibits today. You can see behind me, or maybe you can't see because it's too bright. There's the Google gumball machine over there, so that's still here. But again, as I said before, there have been a heck of a lot less Google people around the show floor. Last 2 years, they made a statement putting their name and the Google Assistant information on everything. This year, not so much. Definitely downplayed. Let's go see what's going on in the outdoor exhibits. A lot of the reporters and attendees have actually commented on how Google's outdoor exhibit is such a behemoth that they actually poured concrete to put it on temporarily in the parking lot, which is just an amazing structure for them to build.
Kilograms, 200 liters capacity, great for technical engineering, maybe construction workers in the city. And you see this one here, the 800 liters, great for postal delivery and other large packages. All right?
So thank you very much for watching this a little bit longer than usual show from CES 2020. A lot of interesting things and important things to come out of this show. Certainly monitoring the explosion of Bluetooth true wireless earbuds. The prices there, as I said, they're going to be around, and prices are going to go down. You'll be able to buy these cheap ones at your grocery store when you're checking out. So that's a trend that's going to be happening in the industry. Certainly the framework of AI and how AI and machine learning are going to make major advances this year, and we're actually putting some ideas around that, and that's cool. There was an announcement about the next generation of Bluetooth LE, that is actually very interesting. It's going to help, especially with this explosion of the earbuds and everything else that's going on. A lot of really interesting little things that I found this year. Definitely made the trip worthwhile. It's one of the most fantastic and one of the most exhausting weeks. I strongly recommend, as did all of my guests that you heard from on the show this year, that you attend this conference at least once, if not every year. Get out of your core competency area and learn what's going on in technology and in trends. And hopefully it'll make you a better rounded person in whatever your specialty is, like it has for me. So for everybody that's carrying this, for the IMCCA, for AVNation TV, for Sound and Communications, and all the other partners that have helped me, this is David Danto saying I'll see you on the next time. Thanks for joining us.